Good day, students. I hope you are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Students, before starting math study, we have to listen a story, and that story is related to our nursery rhymes, and you have been taught this nursery rhyme in nursery classes. If you recollect the rhymes of nursery classes, so you may remember the rhyme of Jack and Jill went to hell. Definitely, you are right here. You have studied it. You cannot ignore that you have not studied these rhymes, these lines of rhymes. Now you may imagine what was the reason of Jack and Jill of going to a hill. So definitely, like you, they were students and they went to hill because their school was situated on that particular hill station. So they went there for which purpose? To study their subjects, as you are sitting there to study your subjects. Before going, some pre-planning and preparation is there. As you know, some stationery items, bags, etc., uniform, tie, belt, diary, copies, books, all these are arranged firstly. After that, we try to start our studies. Similarly, the same incident was there, the same case was there to Jack and Jill. They also wanted to study, so their pre-planning was there. First to arrange all those items which were associated with their studies, means stationery items, tie, belt, diary, shoes, uniform, etc. So both of them visited to a stationery shop, and Jack placed the order for 2 pen, 3 pencil, and 5 copies. Similarly, inspired by Jack, Jill also placed order of 1 pen, 4 pencil, and 6 copies. Both purchased. And why did they purchase these items? Only for the purpose to study their subjects. So, what happened afterward? They purchased and returned to their hostel, which was located at the top of the mountain. So, they went there, sit on their chairs. They tries to just sketch what the items they purchased, because it was necessary for them to maintain the purchased items, to maintain the record, to show their parents. So for that purpose, they prepare a chart, what the items were purchased by Jack and Jill. And for this purpose, they prepare a chart. And you know the number of items. If you recollect, what was the number of items? Jack purchased 2 pens, 3 pencils, and 5 copies. Similarly, Jill also purchased 1 pen, 4 pencil, and 6 copies. If I ask what was the number, can you recollect it? Very easily. At this level, you should know. If you have heard this story, so definitely you can define how many number of pen, pencil, and copies were there purchased by both the students, by Jack and Jill. So it is not necessary. So those items are mentioned here in different form. One form is there. These items are arranged in column wise, and their names are noted down row wise. In first row, it is the item purchased by Jack. So ultimately, where will we write the items purchased by Jill? So there would not be placed there. So definitely we will take second row of the copy, and items purchased by Jill will be represented in second of the row. So two rows are there, and how many columns are there? Since they purchased three items, so there would be three columns, one for pen, second column for pencil, and third column for which one? Number of copies. So one of the presentation is like that. Second presentation is also there. They can represent this by different ways. It means what? All those items may be presented in the terms of rows. In column, what will be noted down? The person, and who are there? Jack and Jill. So first column, it will be presented by items purchased by Jack. In second column, we can arrange the items purchased by Jill. In this way, two types of arrangements are there. They prepared in two different ways. This chart was the same, but their presentation was different. So these items are presented here on this board, and you may observe what those items were there and they purchased. Sketch of those items are presented here on whiteboard. You may observe here. Now students, the tabular form of purchased items by these students are noted down here. It is tabular form. It is presented in statistical tabular form. So we represent here, are they represented the purchased item? Firstly, by this way. In first row, it is noted down the item purchased by Jack, and second row it is presented the item purchased by Jill. In first column, the number of pens purchased by Jack and Jill. In second column, the number of pencils purchased by Jack and Jill. In third column, the number of items, the number of copies purchased by Jack and Jill. So this is a kind of arrangement. How many rows are there? You may observe here, and you may define it. How many rows are there in presenting by this tabular form? So definitely you can reply one row, second row, one row, and this one is second row. So there should not be any confusion regarding responding how many rows are there. As far columns are concerned, so these items are presented in different columns. Pens are presented in column number 1, pencils are presented in column number 2, and copies are presented in column number 3. So can you tell how many rows and how many columns are here? So definitely your answer would be 2 rows and 3 columns. Absolutely correct. You are in a position to define this. Now same things can be represented by different tabular form also. You may write the same thing in different way also, and that is second tabular form, which will be presented here in the form of tabulation. And what is tabulation here? You may mark here. It is noted on pen, pencil, and copy. In first row, what is noted down? The number of pens purchased by Jack and Jill. In second row, it is presented here the number of pencils purchased by both the students. In row number 3, it is the number of copies purchased by Jack and Jill. Now you may differentiate here this tabular form and this tabular form. So you may identify what basic difference between first one and second one is there. Now see this one and differentiate yourself what difference between this one and this one is here. This tabular form contains 2 rows, whereas this tabular form contains 3 rows. See, 1 and 2 rows, and here how many rows are there? 1, 2 and 3. Clear? Now see how many columns are here? Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3. If it is vertical, so this one is column. If this one is horizontal, so this one is row. So 2 rows here, but here how many rows are there? 3 rows. 3 columns are here, but how many columns are here? 1 column and second column. Here it is the arrangement of 2 rows and 3 columns. Here it is the arrangement of 3 rows and 2 columns. The same information is presented here. Which one is presented in first tabular form? Only their order are being changed. Rows and columns are being changed. The same information, which one is presented here? The same is presented here, the same information, but it is presented here in different form. 2 rows, 3 columns, and here 3 rows, 2 columns. Now this can be noted down like this one. A square bracket here. Firstly we represent this information, first tabular form. How many pens are there? So 2 pens are here. How many pencils? So 3 pencils. How many copies? 5 copies. So 5 is noted down here. All these items are purchased by Jack. Now we will note down in second row the items purchased by Jill. How many pen? 1 pen. How many pencil? 4 pencils. And how many copies? 6 copies. This is a kind of arrangement. See, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 6. The same information is written like that. And this tabular form is presented just below. You may observe here. See, 2, 1. It is here 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Now you may observe here. This first horizontal line will be known as, which one comes in first horizontal line? That is row number 1. In second horizontal line, whatever elements are coming, that is row number 2nd. In this way we can decide the number of rows on the basis of horizontal lines. As far columns are concerned, so these are verticals. This one is C1, means column number 1. This one is column number 2nd. This one is column number 3rd. Here, this one is row number 1. This one is row number 2. And this one is row number 3. This one is column number 1. And this one is column number 2. So R1 means row number 1, R2 means row number 2nd, R3 means 3rd row, C1 means first column, C2 means second column. Here C1 means first column, C2 means second column, C3 means third column, R1 means first row, R2 means second row. Here R1 means first row, R2 means second row, R3 means third row. In this way, by two different ways of row and columns, we can arrange all those items purchased by Jack and Jill. And this type of arrangement, when this type of arrangement is done in numeric form without their names, so this representation is known as matrix. This is called matrix. So what is matrix? This is a kind of representation of rows and column of numeric figure in systematic order. That is called matrix. Means simply this is an arrangement. It is noted down in square bracket. Here see, square brackets in the form of square brackets. So this is a kind of arrangement by two different ways. So this is called matrix. This type of arrangement is called matrix. So matrix is nothing. It is only the arrangement of items or elements in rows and different columns. This is called matrix, which one is given in 10 plus 2 level in your portion. You may imagine how easy this matrix is there. You can define this type of arrangement where rows and columns are arranged systematically. A system is there. Randomly we do not put here. A system is there. A definite purpose is there. A definite functioning is there. For that purpose, these types of arrangements are done, and this type of arrangement is known as matrix. And today we will study about the matrix and different properties of matrix. So this arrangement you may observe is matrix. You may follow here. This one is row number 1 and column number 1. This one is row number 1, column number 2. This one is row number 1, column number 3. Here row number 2, column number 1. Row number 2, column number 2. This one row number 2, column number 3. How can we represent? These are the elements of matrix. And how many elements are here? 3 are there in first row and 3 are in second row. How many elements are here? So there are 6 elements which are arranged in row and column. Clear? So this one can be noted down. Suppose this one is element. So this can be noted down. A11 means A is element of first row and first column. Similarly, this one is A12 means first row, second column. A13 first row, second column. Third column. This one A2C1. A21 means second row, first column. A22 means second row, second column. A23 second row and third column. So what is the value of A11? So A11 is 2. What is value of A12? It is equal to 3. What is the value of A13? This one is 5. How do we write? Firstly we mention, suppose we are writing here A11. Firstly we represent row, then we represent column. So this one is A11 and the value of A11 is 2. So here it is noted down 2. What will be here? This one is A12 because first row but second column. So this one is A12. This one is A13. The value of A13 is 5 here. Similarly, This one is A21 because second row is going on, and this one is first column. The first column is noted afterward. Firstly we represent row, then we represent column here. This one is A22 means second row and second column. Here A23 means it is second row and third column. See, second row and third column. In this way, this one is arranged here. As far this one is concerned, so this, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. See, 3 rows. 3 vertical lines are there. Horizontal lines are 3 and vertical lines are 2. 3 lines means 3 rows and 2 columns are here because only 2 columns are here. So what will be called here? This one is the value of A11. This one is A12. First row, second column. Now here it is A21, second row, first column, and this one is A22, second row, second column. This one is A31 means this one is third row but first column, and this one is A32 means third row and second column. In this way, all these elements of matrix are arranged systematically. While writing, firstly we represent first number indicate row and second number indicate its column. So row and columns are arranged systematically, and this type of arrangement is called matrix. This is called matrix. And what is the definite pattern here? Firstly we note down row in number, secondly we note down column. By this process we can represent different matrix, and plural of matrix is matrices. X will be cancelled here and this will become CES, matrices. In singular it is called matrix. If more than matrix is there, so that is called matrices. So you may observe here. Now see, this matrix can be represented by English alphabet and capital letter. This one is A, means it is talking about which letter? We were discussing about how to represent this matrix. A simple formula is there. We can take any letter of English capital alphabet from A to Z, and that will represent a kind of matrix. And this matrix can be represented as under square bracket Aij. What is I here? I is the number of row, and what is J here? The number of column. I is row and J is column. It is the arrangement of such elements which are arranged in I rows and J column. So this type of arrangement is called matrix A, and it is represented here what? A equals under square bracket Aij. I represent number of rows and J represent number of column. I and J are systematically, firstly we represent number of rows, then we represent number of column. So Aij represent what? Collection of all such elements which are arranged in I rows and J columns. So this is called what? Matrix. Now particular to this matrix, what value of I is there? The value of I means the number of rows. Count here, first row, second row. So the value of I is 2. And how many columns are there? So the value of j is how many columns? 1, 2, 3. So the value of j is 3. So this one I is 2 and this one is j is 3. So firstly we note down. It will be in order of 2 into 3. 2 into 3 means the number of rows first and number of columns secondly. Students, now you may mark here. This one is also the matrix A, but it is different. Here A represent Aij. I represent number of rows and J represent number of columns. So what value of I is there here? First, second and third. So value of I is 3. And what value of j is there? 1 and 2. So the value of j is 2. Now you may mark here the value of I is 3 and the value of j is 2. So in this way a matrix is represented by Aij, where I represent what? Rows and j represent columns. Certain purpose is there. Firstly we note down rows I and then column j. So what will be order of this matrix? It will be I multiplied by j, where the value of I start from 1, 2, 3 dot dot dot, it goes to m. And what value of j is there? This j is 1, 2, 3 dot dot up to m. So what will be order? I is indicating to m and j is indicating up to m. So this order will be called m multiplied by m. This is the order of matrix. By this system we can say this is a matrix of 2 by 3. Why? 2 rows are there and 3 columns. So order of this matrix is 2 into 3. And what is the order of this matrix? This one is 3 rows and 2 columns. So this one is 3 by 2, because the value of I is 3 and the value of j is 2. So this is a matrix of order 3 is to 2, and this one is matrix of order 2 is to 3. So can you say that a matrix of order 2 into 3 equal to 3 into 2? This is a question for you to find out whether this matrix and this matrix are same or unequal. Now this one is given as homework for you. Students, now we have to discuss a question based on this matrix. How to frame a matrix? So better to take an example, better to take a question, sample question, and try to solve that question. By the process of solving this one, we can understand and appreciate this matrix in better way. Without taking examples, you cannot understand what value of and what concept of this matrix is there. So let us see. A question is taken here. What is the question? If the elements of ith row and jth column of 2 is to 3 matrix is given by I plus 2j by 2, means I and j are interconnected with this relation. A close relativity is there between I and j. On the basis of I and j, we are in a position to decide the number of elements and their position according to their position. What value of elements are there? That will be decided by the relation of I and j, which one is given here. By this way we can define particular element of that matrix. And what order of matrix is there? It is 2:3. What meaning of 2:3 is there? Just before I explained you. First one is row and second one is column. Means in this matrix, how many rows would be there? There would be 2 rows. And how many columns? There would be 3 columns. Such will be the position of this matrix. So how can we solve this? How can we find out that matrix A? So first at all, we have to note down matrix. Since it is of 2:3, it means there would be 2 rows and 3 columns. See, 2 rows and 3 columns. This is matrix A. What will be first element? So that will be placed as A11. Means this one is element situated in first row and first column. First row and first column. This is an element situated where? In first row and second column. This A13 is situated where? It is situated in first row and third column. Similarly, this A21 is an element. It is situated where? In second row and first column. A22, what is the position of this one, this element? This one is second row and second column. A23, what is the position of this? This one is situated where? In second row and third column. Now see, how can we define A11, A12, A13? See here, row number 1, row number 1, row number 1. Only column is changed. Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3. Similarly, this one is row number 2, A2, A2, A2. This one is column 1, column 2, column 3. So such is the arrangement. So this one is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. These are the arrangement of such elements of matrix. So they are bound in a definite arrangement. Their places are decided there. Now we have the pattern of Aij. I and J are arranged which framework or which relation? I plus 2J upon 2. This is the relation between I and J. So I and J are interlinked by this relation. So this one is given Aij is linked with I plus 2J upon 2. So this one is ith row and jth column. So firstly we will decide what value of A11 is there. The first element of this matrix and first column. It means A11 contains the value of I equal to 1 and the value of j is also equal to 1. So in this relation we have to keep in the place of I what? 1, and in the place of j we have to note down 1. Why? Because the value of I is 1 and j is also 1. So I will be noted down 1 plus 2 into the value of j, and the value of j is 1. So 2 1 ja 2 plus 1, that is 3 upon 2 is there. Similarly we can define here A12. A11 is decided, it is 3 by 2. Means first element is decided, this one is 3 by 2. Now we have to decide this second element. And what is second element? A12 means in the place of I we have to note down 1. In the place of j we have to note down 2. So in the place of I it is noted down 1. and in the place of j it is noted down 2. Now 1 plus 2 into 2 upon 2, so 2 2 ja 4 plus 1 it is 5 upon 2 will be noted down. It means second element, this one is also of first row is also decided, and what value is there? It is 5 by 2. Now we have to decide what value of first row and third column, element of first row and third column. So A13, it means what? In the place of I we have to put I equals 1 and j equals 3. So 1 plus 2 into the value of j, 3. So 2 3 is 6 plus 1, that is 7 upon 2 is already there. So this will be 7 by 2. In this way, all three elements of first row is decided here. We have determined this one, this one, this one. Now how many are remaining? Still these three are remaining here. So we have to calculate what value of this element is there. So this one represent A21, means the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 1. So I means 2, j means 1. So 2 1 ja 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 becomes 4 divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. Now this one A22, so A22 is decided here. It means I equals 2 and j is also equal to 2. So how can we decide? I is 2, j is 2 here. So 2 2 ja 4 plus 2, 6 divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Similarly, the last one A23. So this one A23. So A23, how can we? The value of I is 2 and the value of j is 3 here. So I equals 2 and the value of j is 3. So we have to put the value here. So it will be 2 plus 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 3 is 6 plus 2 8 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. It means all the elements of matrix are decided here. And what is there? It is A equals, the first one is decided 3 by 2. So we have noted down 3 by 2. This one is decided 5 by 2. So 5 by 2. This one is decided 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 is noted down here. This one is decided, it is equal to 2. So 2 is noted down. This one is decided, that is equal to 3. 3 is noted down. This one is decided, equal to 4. 4 is written. It means all the elements of this matrix are determined by the relation of I plus 2j upon 2. In this way, we have arranged all these elements of this matrix. How do we write this one? Try to focus here. Just rub it. AA, note down firstly AA. We have to note down how to arrange this. Follow here. Firstly, we have to represent which row is there. So this one is first row. So 1, 1, 1, because the row is noted down first. Then we note down this one is second row. So note down here second row, second row, second row. Now we have to note down later on columns. This one is first column. This one is also first column. This one is second column. This one is second column. This one is third column. This one is third column. How simple is it? Firstly, we note down what? Row. Then we represent column. So first one represent row. Second column. Row, column, row, column, row, column, row, column, row, column. This is the arrangement here. If this pattern is not there, it will be completely wrong. Now see the order of this matrix. Firstly, we count number of rows. So number of rows, first row and second row. It is 2. And how many columns are there? 3. So it is a matrix of which order? Firstly row multiplied by column. 2 rows means 2 multiplied by 3, because 3 columns are there. 2 rows and 3 columns. So this is a matrix of order 2 into 3. This is what about the matrix. I hope you are able to understand what is matrix, starting your journey from story, and now on the basis of that story you have understood what the importance and what the meaning of this matrix is there, and this one is given in your portion, and you will study different types of matrix which will be discussed in next lecture. Today I would like to finish at this stage. You will revise it. One previous question is also given. If order 2 is to 3 equal 3 is to 2, I would like to take your remarks in remark column. You will reply that whether my question is right or wrong. If it is yes, so you will write yes, it is equal to. If it is not equal to, you will write no, both are different. It depends upon your thinking. A matrix of order 2 is to 3 and a matrix of order 3 into 2, are they equal? It is upon you to think over and reply it and respond it. Thank you. Have a nice day.